Offender in custody. Thanks. If anyone else follows my density result, let me know.
Thank you all for joining this video. I wanted to share this with you guys. This is the University of Idaho, the college tour. Now, this was recorded just days after the Idaho 4 crime took place and was uploaded on December 1st, 2022. It states, "Your journey starts here. At the University of Idaho, students like you roll up their sleeves and do research that has real impact on their communities. Vandals study with acclaimed professors in amazing spaces and landscapes. At Idaho, what's outside your door is as exciting as what's on campus. Learn how you could go forward boldly for yourself, for the world." This is the University of Idaho College Tour. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so and hit the notification bell to make sure that you get notified of every time we go live or drop a video for you. Sit back and check this out, and just remember this whole time, this was literally recorded days after the crime took place and then uploaded December 1st, 2022.
Welcome to Idaho's leading research university, the University of Idaho. Consistently ranked as #1 best value public university in the West by U.S. News and World Report, and home of the Vandals. Like their brave and bold mascot, students and faculty test the limits and explore every possibility. The main campus in Moscow is nestled in the rolling hills of the Palouse, but the University of Idaho is a statewide system surrounded by outdoor recreation in every direction. Rafting, skiing, hiking, climbing, and more are all close to each campus. Coeur d'Alene, Moscow, Boise, McCall, and Idaho Falls campuses all boast abundant recreation opportunities nearby, and that's why Best College Reviews ranked it one of the best outdoor schools in America. I'm your host, Alex Foylan, and over the next half hour, we're going to travel around this beautiful campus to meet real students going to the U of I. We'll hear stories from students whose passion for this university is absolutely contagious. Welcome to the University of Idaho. This is the College Tour. Let's dive into Lauren's story. Lauren came to the U of I from Seattle, about 5 hours away from Moscow. And she's a senior studying ecology and conservation biology. She'll share her passion for the environment and how the U of I has supported her in her goal of becoming a marine biologist. Lauren, you're up.
Thanks, Alex. Hello, everyone. Growing up, I always had a passion for the ocean. I would spend hours each day looking at the marine organisms in the tidal pools just blocks away from my house. My passion for the environment is what led me to study ecology and conservation biology at the University of Idaho. My college has an amazing amount of research and internship opportunities, from the Doris Duke Conservation Scholars Program to forestry research done right on our experimental forest. I've had the opportunity to attend courses at the McCall Field campus, and now I'm working with professors to develop my own senior thesis project. The experiences at Idaho are endless, and I'll achieve my dream of becoming a marine biologist because of the many internship opportunities my professors have helped me find. I've been able to work on a land-basking sea turtle project in Hawaii, as well as intern at Cascadia Research Collective, where I helped with their photo identification project of Hawaiian dolphins, conducted surveys on harbor seals, and responded to stranded animals. There are lots of opportunities for students to get outside and study the environment. The Taylor Wilderness Research Station, where Semester in the Wild is taught, is in the middle of America's largest wilderness. The experimental forest is our working forest close to campus. These two classrooms are places where students and faculty can conduct original research in settings unlike any other. When I first started college, I never imagined having all of the opportunities to learn and engage with faculty and staff on campus. As I approach graduation and reflect on my experiences at the University of Idaho, I can honestly say that I've gained the knowledge and experiences applicable to my field. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Alex.
Lauren, thank you for sharing. The outdoor classrooms sound like amazing places to learn about the environment, conduct research, and experience conservation in action. No matter where you go next, we know you'll do well. Take care. Let's meet up with Tori. She's studying history with an emphasis in Europe and pursuing a minor in German. But that's not all. Tori is here to tell us about the massive amounts of outdoor recreation and community activities, all within a short walk or drive from Moscow. Take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, everyone. When it came time to pick a college, I knew that I wanted to get out and be on my own, but not be too far away from everything and everyone that I knew. So being only an hour and a half away from my hometown of Coeur d'Alene, the University of Idaho seemed like the perfect compromise. Growing up in North Idaho, it's almost impossible not to be involved in some sort of outdoor sport, hobby, or activity. I love that by attending the University of Idaho and living in Moscow, I get to not only continue the activities that I already love, but I get to explore new ones as well. Some of my favorite things to do here have been attend the weekly farmers markets and hang out and study with friends in the Arboretum on campus. If you don't already have an activity that you love, the Vandal Ventures Orientation Program is a great way for incoming freshmen to get to know other students, the outdoors, and discover a new activity. The Outdoor Rec program also offers great options for affordable rental gear and guided trips for all students and skill levels. It's a great way to explore new activities. I love riding my bike or walking along the Latah Trail, paddleboarding near the neighboring town of Troy during the summer, and hiking Moscow Mountain in the fall. Moscow and the University of Idaho are full of opportunities to explore the outdoors, which will leave you with lasting memories and enhance your college experience. I'm studying abroad this upcoming semester in Germany, where I plan to continue all the activities that I've grown to love here in the world's best backyard. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Alex.
Tori, it sure sounds like it's hard to be bored with outdoor activities in every season. And that Vandal Ventures orientation sounds like a great way to get started in your first year. I'd love to spend more time exploring Idaho with Vandals like you. Thanks again. It's time to meet Blake, an Idahoan and a big fan of Moscow. Blake is a senior originally from Hayden, Idaho, who's studying theater performance with a minor in psychology. When he chose the U of I for the strength of the theater program, he had no idea that Moscow was equally unique. Blake's excited to share his take on what downtown and the community have to offer. Take it away, Blake.
Thanks, Alex, and hello, everyone. In high school, I fell in love with live theater, and when I found out that the University of Idaho had such a great theater program and was so close to my hometown, I knew it was the place I would call home for the next couple of years. When choosing a school, you have to think about not only your degree, but where you're going to be living for the next 4 to 5 years. After meeting with my professors, I knew I was jumping into a strong program, but I was unaware of all the amazing things my community had to offer. After the first 3 days of college, my new friend group and I came to downtown Moscow to check out the cool local theater space, the Kenworthy, and to see our first show here. The downtown area has so many different things to offer. All kinds of restaurants, coffee shops, thrift stores. On Saturdays in the summer, Main Street is turned into a beautiful farmer's market where you can find all the local produce and artist work you could ever want. There are also cultural events that happen at local parks and community connection events that happen all throughout downtown. On campus, you can find our Arboretum, or our small on-campus forest, which is great for an outdoor walk. And off-campus adventures can start at Moscow Mountain, but really the outdoor opportunities are endless. Prepping to graduate has been tough. I'm excited for my future, but I'm really sad to be leaving behind such a great community. I know that after I go out and see the world, I'll definitely find myself back here in Moscow. Well, that's enough from me. I'll go ahead and hand it back over to Alex.
Culture, restaurants, and community events just down the street from campus really connect the university to the city. I'd love to experience that farmer's market for myself one weekend or see a show downtown. Cheers, Blake. All right, let's meet Michaela, a Bachelor of Fine Arts candidate who's also majoring in apparel, textiles, and design. That's 2 creative degree programs, one in the College of Art and Architecture and the other in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. What a mix. Let's see how she does it all.
Thanks, Alex. Hello, everybody. Even as a kid, I knew I would end up getting an art degree. I didn't know what for exactly. All I knew is that I wanted to make stuff. I didn't have the answer of what I wanted to do with my life until I made a bandana for my cat, and it changed my life forever. The University of Idaho offers programs and classes that you wouldn't think would be available for a public university. About 2 years into my BFA, I discovered there was an apparel, textiles, and design program. I enrolled soon after, but I was worried that I would lose 2 years of progress if I dropped my BFA just to switch to another major, so I decided why not do both. I was really nervous when beginning my ATD degree because in my mind, the work I would be doing would be vastly different from what I was used to. I quickly realized a lot of the digital/planning work was similar, if not the same, to my BFA classes. I find that my best works are the ones that have been discussed in a group setting because it's just not my head telling me what looks good and what doesn't look good. So I get to use group critiques to push my work a lot. Many people think creativity is just exclusive to art and design when that is not true. Creativity is about problem solving, and the University of Idaho encourages out-of-the-box thinking across the board. I believe the key to being successful in whatever you do is accepting the fact that not everything has to be your level of perfection. It's more so about the knowledge you gained while creating whatever it is. Bye, everybody. Nice meeting you. Back to you, Alex.
Michaela, your perspective on how and where to apply creativity is inspiring. I'm so impressed by your interdisciplinary approach to pursuing your passions. There really are no limits to how you can customize your education at the University of Idaho. Thanks, Michaela. Let's meet Shalom, a mechanical engineering student from Zimbabwe. By getting involved in clubs, earning an internship, joining the Alpha Gamma Delta sorority, and diving into research, she'll show us how Idaho students mix academic opportunity and vibrant student groups into one amazing college experience. All yours, Shalom.
Thank you for the introduction, Alex. When I was applying to universities, I was looking at countries like New Zealand, Canada, and the Netherlands. America never crossed my radar. This changed when I met a recruiter from the University of Idaho. When he talked to me, it's as if he already knew what I was looking for in a university, a small community and a great support system. I've enjoyed the academic opportunities that the school offers. Most I learned about through an event at the beginning of the fall semester called Policifest. This is by far one of my favorite events on campus. I joined clubs like National Society of Black Engineers, American Society of Mechanical Engineers, and Society of Women Engineers. I was the vice president of a student chapter of American Society of Mechanical Engineers in my sophomore year. In my second semester, I joined Alpha Gamma Delta to make connections. I then became the Vice President of Academic Excellence. I love the student-to-teacher ratio on campus, and I'm able to make meaningful connections with my professors. I make it a habit to visit my professors at least once a week, and they're always happy to help. Last summer, I participated in undergraduate research where I evaluated fatigue properties in aluminum sheet metal. After completing my junior year, I completed an internship at Prime Materials in Austin, Texas as a manufacturing engineer. When I came here, I never thought my life would turn out like this. Besides thriving in my studies, I have made meaningful connections with people on campus. I'm the sweetheart of Tau Kappa Epsilon, and I love my fraternity brothers. The University of Idaho has definitely become a home away from home. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Shalom. You're telling me that academic opportunities aren't just found in classes, but in clubs, leadership, research, and internships too? It's awesome that the U of I hosts the street fair Palooza Fest that got you all started. Thanks for sharing your story. Okay, everyone, Mary is here to take us through some amazing spaces for learning. She's an alumni and a graduate student in computer science who studied in Moscow and at the campus in Coeur d'Alene. And she spent a lot of time with a robot named Larry. Let's find out more.
Thanks so much, Alex. Hi, everyone. When I first came to the University of Idaho, I was interested in everything and had no idea what to study. I had joined a business club in high school, so I decided to apply to the University of Idaho's College of Business and Economics. One of the great things about U of I is how many opportunities there are. You can try everything. I joined several clubs on campus and got a job as a video editor for the Biological Engineering Department. I got to spend time in the biodiesel production lab with the Clean Energy Club, help a friend with an ad campaign in the library's video recording studio, and learn about tech startups in the IRIC. As an undergrad here on the Moscow campus, I got to spend a lot of time in spaces like this, the Assistive Robotics Lab. When I transitioned to graduate school in computer science at the U of I's Coeur d'Alene campus, I would study in a classroom right on the water before going down to work with our 700-pound robot arm, Larry, in his lab downstairs from our office. I think every day we try something new. I've been grateful for all of the spaces U of I has provided to support learning how to tackle difficult problems. From labs to studios to classrooms, there are always resources available to help you find innovative solutions. We've had a lot of interest from employers based on the types of skills we're building in our programs here, and I really feel that the program has set us up for success in the computer science and robotics industry. I never thought I would end up in a STEM field, but the University of Idaho made it possible for me by providing great programs and incredible mentorships. I'm excited to continue working, and I can't wait to see where the industry goes. That's it from me. Back to you, Alex.
Mary, it's amazing to hear that all those learning spaces help you refine the pursuit of your education. And even better, that the types of skills that you're learning at the U of I are the kind that employers are looking for. Thanks again, Mary. Okay, everyone, let's meet Tanner. He's a junior, a member of Beta Theta Pi, the Associated Students University of Idaho president, and a double major in philosophy and political science. He's going to tell us just how easy it is to find your crowd at the U of I. You're up, Tanner.
What's up, guys? For as long as I can remember, I've always valued involvement within my community. In high school, I started my own club. Since coming to the University of Idaho, I've been highly involved in student life on campus. I became a member of the Beta Theta Pi fraternity of the Gamma Gamma chapter. In Beta, I instantly connected with my fraternity brothers. Shortly after, I became an ASY senator, during which I had the opportunity to connect with students from all across campus. It was at this time when I truly fell in love with the amazing community here. I grew passionate about student involvement and wanted to help other students find their home here at the University of Idaho, just as I did. So I ran for ASUI president to promote the student experience here at the University of Idaho. At U of I, there are limitless opportunities to get involved on campus. We have a great intramural sports system and rec center, awesome college traditions, and all first-year students live on campus, making it easier to attend evening vandal entertainment activities. There are over 200 clubs and student organizations here. You can volunteer off campus. We also have a fantastic Greek system that has shown dedication to uplifting students and is routinely involved within the community. Earning a degree from U of I is much more than another box check before going on to a career. It's about the experience to be had during your 4 years here. I know this because getting involved is what made Moscow my home away from home. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, Tanner, over 200 clubs and organizations any student can get involved with. That is amazing. I'm glad to hear there are so many options to explore. No wonder Moscow became your home away from home. It's amazing. Thanks again. It's time to meet Martha, a sophomore who always knew she was going to Idaho. She's majoring in accounting, finance, and economics, and she's found leadership opportunities that will definitely complement her education. Let's find out how she's making it all come together. You're on, Martha.
Hi, everyone. Growing up, I always knew that I wanted to attend this state's land-grant university. And now that I'm here, I can say with confidence that it is the best decision that I could have made. The University of Idaho has given me ample opportunity to meet incredible people and drastically improve my leadership skills. There are so many ways to improve your leadership skills here at the University of Idaho. You can volunteer, join a club, captain an intramural sports team, set up concerts and events with Vandal Entertainment, or even become a resident assistant. The possibilities are endless. It's amazing what's out there. And coming from a small town, I knew I wanted somewhere with a strong support system. Being able to take advantage of the University of Idaho's tight-knit community, both academically and socially, has been fantastic. I very seldom walk to class or the rec without seeing at least one person that I know. On campus, I've joined Gamma Phi Beta, where I found friends that I'll have for the rest of my life. And in my chapter, I serve on our executive council, where I currently serve as financial vice president. In addition to my Greek life experience, I'm also a part of ASUY on campus, which is short for the Associated Students of the University of Idaho. I was elected as a senator, and then I was later elected to be the pro tempore of the ASUY Senate. The people I've met and the leadership experience that I've gained is immeasurable. After I graduate from the University of Idaho, I'd like to attend law school to practice real estate law. I've been selling real estate for about 2 years now, and I look forward to continuing my education in that field. I feel very lucky to know the University of Idaho has given me ample connections and opportunities here to have a successful legal career. That's my story, and back to you, Alex.
Phenomenal, Martha. You've discovered leadership roles that will benefit you for the rest of your career, and I know you're going to make an outstanding lawyer. It's great to know the extent of leadership opportunities at the U of I for students to foster connections and network far past the classroom. Thanks for showing us, Martha. Let's catch up with Sam. He's a National Merit Scholar and Vandal track and field athlete from Montana, pursuing a degree in rangeland conservation with a minor in wildlife resources. He's going to tell us how he found the time to complete a study abroad. Run with it, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. Hi, y'all. I can still remember being in middle school when I first learned about study abroad from a family friend. He'd just come back from a semester abroad, and I decided I'm going to do exactly what he did. That idea never left me, and I've looked for opportunities to make it happen ever since. When I came to the University of Idaho, I continued to pursue the idea of studying abroad, but I couldn't leave during the school year due to my commitment to the university's track and cross-country team. Attending a first-time info session with the Study Abroad department opened whole new doors for me. There are options to travel year-round. I was introduced to a 3-week summer program in South Africa, where the learning takes place in the bush. 3 weeks in South Africa to study wildlife and earn credit and camp out every night? I couldn't sign up fast enough. The application through the university was a breeze, and the Study Abroad department checked in frequently to help with anything I needed. After deciding to travel, my next thought was, how am I going to finance this? It was a valid concern, but there were so many scholarships available to me that my largest expense seemed to have been souvenirs. The University of Idaho encourages study abroad and makes sure that everyone is able to take advantage of the opportunity. My time in South Africa was incredible. I experienced a whole new ecosystem, met incredible people, increased my understanding of wildlife, and made memories that I know will last a lifetime. None of that would have been possible without the people at the University of Idaho guiding me there. There's a lot of world to see, but there needs to be a starting point to go see it. Why not the U of I? Back to you, Alex.
Thanks for sharing how accessible the U of I makes education abroad, Sam. I love your story about your experience studying wildlife in the bush in South Africa and the perspective it gained you while you were there. Thanks again, Sam. I'd like to introduce you to Caitlin. She's a senior in the pre-vet program with a dairy emphasis. Caitlin's immersed herself in research at Idaho and has recently participated in a pretty cool study on dairy cows through her professor's lab. Let's find out more. All yours, Caitlin.
Thanks, Alex. Growing up on a dairy farm in southern Idaho strongly influenced the qualities that I was looking for during my college search. I wanted to attend a university which would allow me to give back to the industry that shaped me into the person that I am today. The University of Idaho has allowed me to contribute to agriculture by participating in undergraduate research. I am currently working in a lactation physiology lab under Dr. Amy Skibble. I have worked on 4 different projects with Dr. Skibble, with my responsibilities ranging from performing RNA extractions and measuring mitochondrial area to feeding lab rats and performing jugular blood draws on dairy cows. This summer, I completed an independent research project looking at the effects of wildfire smoke on Holstein dairy cows. I worked closely with a graduate student who was looking at the effects of smoke on pre-weaned Holstein heifer calves, which are female baby cows that are still being fed milk. We analyzed air quality and particulate matter data to analyze the smoke exposure on a given day. I monitored the respiration rates, body weights, and body condition scores of cows on a weekly basis. Additionally, I collected blood samples before, during, and after smoke events in order to isolate peripheral blood mononuclear cells and polymorphonuclear cells in order to quantify the expression of inflammatory genes. The Wildfire Project aims to assist producers in making their management techniques more effective and sustainable, and it's not the only research that Idaho is doing on wildfire. Throughout all of the departments and colleges on campus, students have the opportunity to participate in research projects that are Idaho-focused but have global impacts. In fact, nearly 2/3 of the students on U of I's campus are currently participating in research. Undergraduate research has prepared me to become a better industry professional and provided hands-on experience that will be beneficial as I apply to veterinary school this upcoming fall. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my very interesting research. Back to you, Alex.
Caitlin, what you are doing is so moving. That is some very exciting research and such a unique opportunity to be at a public institution where most undergrads are doing research. Thanks for sharing. I'm so impressed that U of I challenges students to not just work on dairy science, but push research to the next level and study the science of wildfire smoke and how it affects our world. Absolutely incredible. Thanks, Caitlin. Exploring the University of Idaho with these amazing students has been so much fun. And you can tell they enjoy sharing their passion for the U of I. These students are incredible. And you know what? Idaho's university is committed to its students. It was founded to make a difference more than 130 years ago. We've run out of time, so that's all from me. Now it's your turn to go research more about the University of Idaho. Take care, everyone. Hope to see you on campus real soon, and go Vandals.
Thanks for checking out that video. You know, to think if it was only recorded a couple days before the crime took place and not a couple days after, maybe we would have heard Kaylee's success story in this program that we just watched. It's almost like the crime didn't even take place when you're watching this program. Literally, just recorded a couple days after the crime. See if you see any faces in the background that you might notice. It almost seems like it was maybe a propaganda piece. Just very eerie. Play on, Vandals. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time we go live and drop a video. Love you guys.